Hey everyone, it's Nerviews, and welcome to my first comic book review of the Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT April Special / one-shot issue. This issue review will contain some spoilers for this issue and the 1987 TMNT TV series. Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT is a comic continuation of the 1987 series, now in HD, in the tone of seasons 1 through 7 and not the seasons 8 through 10 Red Sky / Dragon Invasion arc. The Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT April issue / one-shot has some character standout moments, funny character moments and interactions, but has the usual damsel in distress role to April in her Indiana Jones themed story, with her obtaining a MacGuffin for the turtles. If you haven't caught up on the last issues that covered an arc in Saturday Morning Adventures, I suggest you do that, since what happens in this issue will make a lot more sense. Though it does refer to a related issue in this comic, of what issue you should be looking back on. And just like my last review on this channel, I will be focusing on what I liked and or disliked about this issue, instead of a story-like format I had been doing in the past. In fairness to both stories, I will be reading each one first, and then will give an overall score of this issue. This issue has two stories to follow, one April and one Mona Lisa, in which I liked one more over the other. First story was April's, when it began with her covering the anomalies from the arc that I was talking about earlier, and a citizen's goofy responses to what these anomalies were doing in New York City. One of these anomalies was about to get the person she was interviewing, but she pushes them out of the way, and the anomaly grabs her instead, and she ends up in another dimension with Ace Duck. If you've already seen the cover, it's implied that they interact. April does get some time to stand out on her own against Ace's opinions on her job, and the steps she took to escape the temple with the artifact with Ace, but it was just some time. In seasons 8 through 10 of the 1987 TMNT TV series, April took a more active role in the series, such as clearing the turtles' name. The first story was alright, and April did have some standing on her own moments in this, but she still did fit the damsel in distress role here too, which wasn't a strong April in my opinion. The first story also switched between NYC, with the turtles catching wind of April's disappearance from the person she was interviewing, and how and why that interviewee wanted to find and return her. While Donatello mentioned Occam's razor, which basically means that April would return to where she was originally taken from, the interviewee insisted that they should find her with Donatello's portable portal with the data he and Donatello had. The Turtles' side of the April story had more humorous moments, with the dimensional channel surfing, in which Raphael wanted to go out on patrol with Mikey, since he stated that it'd take forever to find April with the channel surfing, which is where the better second half of the issue begins at. While it is good to see Moda in this second story, as it looks like it is to Raph, at least this story adds to our arc from the 1987 series. That being said, wow, Mikey, the first thing you do is embarrass Raph right in front of Moda and the goon. Like, seriously, bro. And again, Mikey, you could have just left Mona and Raph alone, but you just had to swipe that. Mikey, no swiping. No swiping. Don't do it. No, stop. I did like the Mona arc story over the first story because it stood on its own instead of having a usual character trope and a movie-inspired theme to it. The Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT April issue / one-shot has some character standout moments, funny character moments and interactions, but has the usual damsel in distress role to April in her Indiana Jones themed story, with her obtaining a MacGuffin for the turtles. I didn't like the April half of her story, despite having some standout moments and her obtaining a MacGuffin for the turtles. The turtles' half of the first story had more amusing moments, actions, and reactions though. This is why I'm giving the first story a 78 out of 100. The Mona half of the issue stood on its own, without a movie theme, and seemed to conclude her arc with sweet and amusing reactions and interactions, which is why I am rating the second story an 85 out of 100. This overall scores the Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT April issue / one-shot to an 82 out of 100. Next on my to-do list is... I don't know, but don't be concerned. There are still TV, movie, and book reviews as well as other projects on my to-do list on this channel, but I have just not watched, scripted, or started on them yet. On my Nerby Games gaming channel, I still have a whole lot of backlog of games and projects I have yet to complete. My videos through games on that channel are unscripted and non-personally captioned by me, so they will go out faster if they do. My Creator Nerd channel is for creative, non-categorized content and is mostly a fun channel. My Nerdware product review channel will shift from mostly scripted reviews to partially to just a guideline, with my most recent video review of some TMNT Funko Pop minis. All of these channels have some sort of TMNT content, with my latest being a review of the video game Shredder's Revenge just as it is, not to mention Shell Shock, which will be on the end screen of this video. All the links to these channels will be in the description of this video. However, in real life related stuff to me has a higher priority than the YouTube stuff, since I don't make money off of these videos because I enjoy making them over monetary gain, and I don't think that'll change. There is a chance that some real life stuff will pop up, and I'll prioritize that over this. I hope to see you next time and have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to check out my recommended video or playlist in my most recent video here. If you want to support my channel, links to my Patreon, Coffee, and or Streamlabs are in the description below. And if it comes down to it, you can always subscribe.